We're over here at Vintage Outfitting, and we are working on a Series 3, getting the emergency brake working, which is notorious for barely getting together. Price over here is showing us why these things wear out so much and don't actually work. What's the deal, Price?
Well, they don't wear out. It's just, well, okay, that's the wrong term. Yes, they do wear out. On the North American trucks, on the left-hand drive, there's so much linkage. The linkage gets wear in it, where it gets slack in it over years. This is your brake shoe adjuster here, and these things from the factory only move 2.5 millimeters. If we were to put the slide rule on the adjuster there, that's all the movement you get
for that
for
big
the
disc brake for the emergency.
For the shoes to expand,
Yeah.
right? So any slack that's in the system, whether it's the linkage, the bushings, or any of the clevis pins, the slack overrides that 2 millimeters of movement fast.
So with the right-hand drive, it's a pretty direct linkage, and the problem is the left-hand drive, you got all this stuff to deal with?
Exactly.
And when you get slop and all this, because it's such a close tolerance, it's all,
Yeah, you're constantly running the
your slack's taking up all your 2 millimeters.
and eventually you run out of shoe material, which is what happened here. You couldn't adjust them out any further because the shoes were shot.
Got it.
Then you get this little, you think it's working, but it's not.
Well, look at that British Leyland tag on the transmission.
That's the Reman tag.
Is it?
Yeah, that's the
been-
Gold Series Reman. That's the,
That's been redone?
well, it came off. It's a Land Rover sold Reman.
All right, so that's the deal with the e-brake. So left-hand drive, you got a whole lot of slop in the linkage and a tiny little bit of action to move. So we got all the parts from Rover's North, plugged it all together. Price worked his art in making this probably look better than it did when it was new, and it's working better than it ever has. So there you go.